From Jenin in the north to Al-Khalil in the south, more than 130 university students have completed an intensive training course in conflict resolution, leadership, communication skills, and advocacy and lobbying. The training is a part of a project named Achieving Peace Through Strengthening Democratic Values, a project implemented by Tawasul and funded by the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDA. The idea of the project came about as Tawasul felt concerned that Palestine's youth was becoming more and more demoralized as the Israeli occupation continues to restrict their freedoms and as the internal conflict between the major political parties, Fatah and Hamas, divides the nation. The young men and women of Palestine used to be the driving force for change, the very symbol of national liberation. But after Israel refused to live up to the Oslo Agreement that held so many promises, they were left disillusioned in the Second Intifada, feeling disempowered and often resorting to violence to deal with their anger. Then, after the 2006 elections, the internal division pushed Palestinians into fighting each other instead of the occupation, not only in the political arena, but on the streets and at universities too.
أثر الانقسام في الناحية الأولى في البداية كان له تأثير كتير قوي على العلاقات بينه وبين الزملاء من الأحزاب والتنظيمات الأخرى، بحيث إنه كان الانقسام دور في ضعف الثقة. يعني أصبحت العلاقة بينه وبين حزب التنظيم الثاني يعني مش مثل العلاقة اللي كانت بيننا قبل الانقسام، فبالتالي كان له تأثير كثير كبير في ضعف العلاقة وضعف الثقة بينه وبين الزملاء من الأحزاب والتنظيمات الأخرى.
صار كل طالب لازم ينحاز لجهة، ما في إشي محايد وينحازوا بشكل عنصري، مش مهم إيش الآراء، المهم إنه أنا واقف مع فتح أو واقف مع حماس، فإنه إنه تعددية أوكي هي منيحة بس مش بهالعصبية وبهالشكل يعني.
The situation is detrimental both to the youth themselves and to society at large, and is not sustainable in the long run. Instead of imposing ideas that might not be connected to the reality of the situation on the ground, Tawasul went out and talked to young women and men in universities around the West Bank and asked them what they thought needed to change. It became clear that what young Palestinians want is to acquire tools that will help them work out conflicts in non-violent and peaceful ways, and to learn positive and constructive communication skills that will help them in everyday situations. In addition, the youth voiced concern over not feeling like the government listens to them or takes them seriously.
أكيد بنحتاج أول إشي نحكي عن القضية الفلسطينية وقضايا سياسية أكيد، وآخر يعني كمان أشياء أي مشكلة ممكن أنها تواجهنا أكيد لازم نعرضها ونحلها مع بعض.
في الاتصال والقيادة يعني هاي التدريبات ممكن أنها تساعد. برضو إنه عمل يعني هو مجرد عمل جروبات داخل الجامعة كطلاب بيساعد على الحياة الاجتماعية داخل الجامعة.
To address these needs, Tawasul developed an intensive course that aims to make students more confident in situations ranging from the small everyday conflicts at university to the large political questions that affect everybody. Firstly, the course teaches the students about conflict resolution and communication skills for everyday situations. Through role play and interactive exercises, the students learn about different ways to approach each other when there is a conflict of opinion or interest, how to solve disputes and how to prevent them from occurring in the first place. Secondly, the students learn how to use the democratic channels available to them to reach across with their message to the political leadership, to participate in political discussions, and to affect policy. Thirdly and finally, the intensive course teaches the students how to become leaders in their communities, so that not only they can benefit from what they have learned in the course, but also all those that are around them.
نشوف إشي مشاكل بالمجتمع عندنا مثلا سماع عندنا فترات قطف الزيتون تنزل هاي الطاقات الشبابية تتوزع على المناطق تروح تساعد الناس.
The intensive course was held in 6 universities in the West Bank, at the Arab American University in Jenin in the north, at An-Najah University in Nablus, Birzeit University in Ramallah, Al-Quds in Abu Dis, at the Bethlehem National College, and finally at the Palestinian Polytechnic University in Al-Khalil in the south. At each university, Tawasul and CIDA were met with unexpected enthusiasm. There were many more participants than expected. People wanted to invite their friends to attend too, and at the end of the days, nobody wanted to go home. The students wanted more. They noticed that the exercises gave them confidence and courage, and that it changed them in ways nobody could imagine beforehand.
خلتني إني أنا أشارك أبدي رأيي يكون عندي رأيي الخاص أقدر إني أواجه الناس أطرح مشكلتي.
كونت كثير من القيم الذاتي بصراحة كثير شغلات أنا ما كنت بعرفها صرت بعرفها صرت بعرف إنه كيف لازم تتصل مع اللي حواليك كيف لازم يكون القائد كيف أنت كفرد من المجموعة كيف تتعامل معه.
Although it might sound a little bit like an old cliché, today's young women and men are tomorrow's leaders. Tawasul believes that there is nothing more important, therefore, than to prepare the young women and men today, to give them the tools they need to organize their lives and to reinstall hope and belief in a united, peaceful future state of Palestine. Because together, there is no end to what we can accomplish.